started looking at the idea of building Terra Lake in the mid-60s, as I understand it, and it wasn't built until the early 80s.
They were hoping to try and find a sustainable source of energy for the community of Kodiak that didn't require the importation of fossil fuels like coal or diesel that we use to power the plant when the hydroelectric and wind power isn't available. We allowed one to be built on Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, and that's a really unique situation. I don't know of any other major hydroelectric plants that are located within the boundaries of a National Wildlife Refuge.
Very extensive environmental review and studies and analysis that went into it, and there were agreements made of having the reservoir on the refuge lands. KA very much appreciates the relationship that we have with the refuge, with being able to use that resource and power our community with clean hydropower.
I'd say the power plant benefits Kodiak by providing a source of energy that's renewable, as well as a source of energy that doesn't require us to burn carbon-based fuels.
The water from rainfall and snowmelt is collected in the reservoir. When the water rises, it runs off into an underground tunnel that is 5 miles long, and it crosses the boundary line on state land where the power plant is located. The tunnel runs into the Kodiak River watershed side and enters the penstock, which sprays water onto the Pelton wheel to make it rotate. Connected to the Pelton wheel is a shaft that spins really fast to generate electricity.
It's a stable cost of power, it's a lower cost of power, and it's a cleaner form of power for our community. The wind on Pillar Mountain, it's been an extremely successful project, so we are looking at putting up to 3 more wind turbines up there, and we're permitted for a total of 6 up on that ridge line. So it seems as that's the best next step, is to optimize the wind and hydro, but we constantly are looking at other sources of renewable energy technology out there, but we just want to make sure that it's cost effective and viable as a stable and low cost of power for the community. Our service area includes the city of Kodiak and the road system out to Chiniak and Pasagshak, and we also have a distribution line that feeds hydropower straight from Terra Lake to Port Lions. There's a couple of the islands we do have submarine cables to on Near Island and Crooked Island. Average about 80 to 85% of our electricity is supplied by Terra Lake.
This past summer, Terra Lake was closed down for maintenance, so we relied on the diesel plant across from Near Island. About 9% of energy supplement came from the windmills.
And as far as solar goes, I know it's used in some places in the community, and it's certainly used away from the community in remote areas of Kodiak Island, including the refuge. Here on the refuge, we just this past year installed solar panels on our administrative facilities out on Camp Island, and those are working well for us.
We flew out 2 separate solar power systems to Camp Island and installed a whole slew of solar panels, and you can see them right here on the top of our boat house, and that is going to be able to power our bunkhouse and our panaboat building with a renewable energy source. So no more using gasoline powered generators in order to run computers or charge batteries or run refrigerators.
Our vision is by the year 2020, 95% of our electricity sales come from renewable energy sources. So that's the goal that we work towards.
I'm very excited about the solar panels that we have and the solar system that we have out on our administrative facilities on the refuge on Camp Island. That was a really great opportunity for the refuge to reduce its carbon footprint and to use a renewable source of energy to power our facilities. We've currently installed energy efficient appliances out there and replaced former equipment that ran on fossil fuels so that it's now all electric, and I think it's a really good step for us to reduce our carbon footprint at the refuge.